Welcome to part 2 of our Fred Olsen Christmas and New Year cruise, a sea day and Christmas Eve. In this video, we have brunch at the poolside cafe, formal afternoon tea, we visit the shops, then dine at Colours and Tastes. Next day, we watch a gingerbread house contest, an astronomy lecture, watch the sunset at sea, enjoy cocktails and Christmas songs, then mince pies and chocolates. Our room service breakfast arrived early. We had coffee, juice, and some tasty breakfast pastries. After breakfast, I headed up to deck 8 to the onboard gym. Where I tried to make a dent in the calories I was eating and drinking on this cruise. I then headed back down to deck 3 and out on prom deck to get some fresh air. And have a look at the colourful sunrise. While out here, I decided to walk a lap, and I'll take you around with me. We do love a full wraparound prom deck. It's great to have constant sea views while taking a walk. Walk over, I paused to look at the sky one more time before going back inside. A little later, we both went up to deck 8 and got a seat at the poolside cafe to have a late breakfast or an early brunch. I had eggs Benedict and Suze had avocado and poached eggs on toast. I washed this down with a late morning beer in the ocean bar, and Suze had a lemonade. On our way through the atrium, the centrepiece clock was chiming, so we paused to take a look. Mid-afternoon, we headed up to the observatory on deck 9 for formal afternoon tea. This costs £13 per person, plus the cost of a Kir Royale each, which isn't compulsory, but it is tasty. We had a nice plate of finger sandwiches and some decent tea. Then our scones arrived, which are small but very tasty. Then it was time for the cakes, which were a nice dainty selection which we really enjoyed. Afternoon tea finished. We went for a look out on prom deck, where the weather had changed for the worse. It was rainy, windy, and there was a noticeable swell on the sea now. Plus the ship was speeding along, as the captain tried to make up distance after yesterday's delay. We went in and did a bit of shopping. Buying a Christmas tree, some baubles, and a couple of other items. We then had a nap and changed for dinner. Tonight, we were eating in Colours and Tastes, which is the onboard Asian fusion restaurant. This costs £10 per person if booked before you board, or £15 per person on board, which we feel is very good value. We were started out with some breads and dips. Then, for starter, I had a very tasty beef bao bun, and Suze had beef tataki. We shared sides of Asian slaw, pork sumai, and jasmine rice. And for mains, I had the beef sirloin, and Suze had pad thai. The movement of the ship was getting to Suze now, so she skipped dessert, but I had a very nice ginger cheesecake. I poked my head out on deck, where the weather was still pretty bad. Then we got an early night and watched a movie in bed. Next morning was Christmas Eve. I was up early and went out on prom deck. Where the weather hadn't improved much since last night. And the ship was still speeding along. I then went for an explore while the ship was quiet, having a look around a very empty buffet, then outside on deck 9, getting buffeted by the wind and rain, then back down to deck 5, passing by the main dining room, the Bookmark Cafe, the tiny casino, and the piano bar. There were housekeeping staff everywhere, hoovering and polishing the ship, ready for the day ahead. I then headed back down, and joined by Suze, we went up to breakfast in the Bloomsbury restaurant. I had a full English again, and Suze had banana pancakes. Looking out on deck after breakfast, the weather had cleared up somewhat. And the swell had lessened. So we went up to deck 9 and enjoyed some fresh air and sea views. we wanted to check out a few of the daily events. So we got a lemonade in the ocean bar and watched a putting competition before heading through to the Neptune Lounge to watch the officers and crew gingerbread house competition, which was hilarious.
Just walk away. This abomination is not something you want to look at.
One second. I'm so sorry about it. No need? Okay.
No need. Chief Engineer's on to decorating with the chocolates.
I forgot the gloves and I'm just covered.
The gloves there.
I can't put them on now, can I?
Go and wash your hands. Oh yes, at the end they all need to be earthquake tested.
I told you I had some tricks up my sleeve, didn't I? I wasn't joking.
Were they from the... Did you steal them from my office?
You've got me impressed with this.
I'm impressed it's still standing. Let's put it that way. There we go. That is Miguel's final product. Miguel, tell us about your design, your inspiration.
I just wanted to beat Oliver.
You just wanted to be Oliver. Right, Oliver, anything else to say?
I'm just happy if I beat Miguel.
And,
Poor you. I mean, the close-up on the camera is really not doing it justice, is it?
it's
Really?
not, to be fair, 1 second. The winner of your gingerbread house/boat competition is your future career sales managers.
Here they are, with the winning entry front and centre. We went for lunch in the main dining room. I started off with asparagus and blue cheese tart. Suze had Thai beef salad. For mains, we both had the fisherman's platter, which was a very generous portion. After lunch, we got a seat in the morning light to try out today's cocktail of the day, which was called One Exciting Night.
Right. Which is rum, creme de banane, Malibu, lemon juice, and pineapple. Yeah, that's good.
We watched some golf on the TV. Then took our drinks through to the Neptune Lounge to watch a talk on astronomy in the Canary Islands by Dr. Chris Crow, which was very interesting. Following this, we popped up to the buffet afternoon tea, where we got a couple of cakes from the fine selection there. And we sat down to enjoy these with a cuppa. Which we followed with a walk on deck. On what was turning into a lovely early evening. While the sun slipped down towards the horizon. We changed for dinner and went to our table in the main dining room. I started with prawn tempura. Suze had the always available consommé. I then had a combination chicken salad, and for mains, we both had the roasted veal. Then I had a cheese plate, and Suze had chocolate orange steamed pudding, which looked really nice. After dinner, we went to watch the show in the Neptune Lounge, which tonight was a magician, Mark Oberon, which was good fun. We then had a quick drink in the observatory. Before settling ourselves in the Morning Light pub, where we enjoyed some fun and festive songs from Howard Johnson, the resident guitar vocalist, with an old-fashioned and a glass of wine. We then took part in the Christmas quiz. We thought we did well in this, but so did everybody else, and we didn't win. We rounded the night off, listening to more Christmas songs. Enjoying an espresso martini and a glass of port. Then some hot mince pies did the rounds, after which we headed to bed, where our cabin attendant had left us a little gift, and we put our own presents under the tree. Thanks for watching. Next episode is Christmas Day.